So did you really think CD Projekt RED would just give up on Cyberpunk after update 1.5? Well, that is definitely not happening, as indicated by things going on with the backend of Cyberpunk today. So we're going to dive into what's going on there. It just seems like CD Projekt RED keeps going. They're working on something for us right now. Also, CD Projekt RED has an official post here about what they are doing to support Ukraine right now. Plus, I'm going to talk about how you guys can get involved with that as well. And yeah, some other cool stuff, feedback from the community that we absolutely have to talk about right now. But first, on to the really important stuff. This comes from the official CD Projekt social media channels. It says here, the recent invasion of Ukraine, our friends and neighbors left us shocked and outraged. In solidarity with all victims of this act of aggression, the CD Projekt Group has decided to support humanitarian aid efforts by donating 1 million PLN to, it's a Poland-based, as you can see right here, this is who they're donating to. It's a Poland-based humanitarian organization right here. So that is who they're donating to right now. Of course, if you didn't know, Poland, where CD Projekt RED is based out of, are direct neighbors to Ukraine. So yeah, it's very close to home for them for sure. Now, also they say this, we cannot remain indifferent in the face of such injustice. And we ask everybody to join in and help out in any way you can. Together, we can make a huge difference. And you know, one way that you guys can get involved, and I've mentioned this before, is by actually simply doing what you guys do, play games. In fact, this war of mine right now is doing something really special. If you purchase their game for the next week or so, all proceeds go straight to the Ukrainian Red Cross, and the game is only like $5 to $6. It's 75% off. Links in the description below, and it's a great game. It has very positive ratings. Please check it out if you really want to make a difference. Now, moving on, let's talk about what is happening with Cyberpunk, of course. We have this one right here. It says, the team is working on a new patch already. A new dev branch has also appeared. And this one was posted by Tendante, I believe. Sorry if I butchered that name, but yeah, I even checked it out myself, and we could see here that there are some things going on with the backend of Cyberpunk 2077. In fact, they only did an update to the internal dev branch 6 hours ago, and they were busy doing something with the internal QA area for Cyberpunk as well. Now, this could mean that we could be seeing an update very soon, a hot fix, or it could be that they're testing something out all together right now. So we'll have to wait and find out what's going on there. But you know, the biggest question always in my mind is, how is Cyberpunk doing after update 1.5, after these updates that we received? Well, check this out. This is great news. It has nearly 35 players on it right now. This is a massive improvement over previous numbers. Let me tell you what, this gets me excited to see so many people engaged in the game. And we can see right here the positivity flowing through here. Last 30 days, we have a huge increase of players checking out Cyberpunk 2077. And this surprises me, honestly. Well, it kind of surprises me. I'm glad the update 1.5 was such a success, but it's also very crowded. We've had really good games releasing, and still people are willing to hop in and give Cyberpunk their time. As you can see right here, Cyberpunk is still on the top sellers list for Steam, even with Dying Light 2, Destiny 2, Elden Ring, some heavy hitters here. So that is awesome. See, by the way, I've been playing Elden Ring, and I love the game. It is amazing. Now, a lot of you guys are wondering, hey, Robbie, what is this other game, this other Cyberpunk-themed game that's coming to PlayStation platforms? Well, check this out right here. We have action shooter RPG. The Ascent is going to be releasing on PlayStation 5 and PS4 in March. And I did a video on this a while back, and I love this game. I think it has so much atmosphere. It is a top-down shooter, but it has a lot of RPG mechanics in it for sure. Please don't pass this up, PlayStation users and everyone within the PlayStation community. I am sure there's something in here that you will absolutely love and enjoy. It's just oozing with that atmosphere, and I would love to see this team right here work on something Cyberpunk 2077 in the future. But anyway, let's get back to it. We got to talk about some feedback from the community, because you guys have some really cool stuff to say, of course. Now, you know, I have been playing the Knife gameplay style, I guess you would call it, in Cyberpunk, having a blast with that one. But a lot of you guys want this to be more fleshed out. Check out this topic right here. It goes on to say this: man, I'm starting to love knife play style. I hope they'll extend this gameplay, like throwing multiple knives at once, etc. Yeah, they could do a lot of stuff with this for sure. Even have different resistances and things like that related to the knife, or I should say different types of powers, I guess you would say. But this post comes from Machiavelli Now. And one thing that I personally think they need to do with throwing knives is have the option of putting your throwing knife in your grenade button prompt, I guess you would say, to make it easier to get to instead of having to swap to the weapon and then throw it. I would like the ability just to be able to, you know, go from my gunplay straight into the knife play and then rotate perhaps to the katana or mantis blades. That would be a really cool thing that they could potentially do. So I think they need to alter that a little bit. Let me know if you agree or not, but I think it would make the gameplay a lot more smoother with the knife play for sure. Now, we need to talk about light machine guns right now. This was posted right here by I2MMXXVI, who says this would be nice if light machine guns were actually worth using. Let's zoom it in here for you all. There's only one version, the Defenders. The Defender is pretty bad, extremely low accuracy and damage output. The mod slots on higher rarity ones are still bugged, can only use one mod at a time. There's no iconic variant. There's no blueprints above rare quality. I just think it would be cool if an Annihilation build was actually a shotgun and LMG build instead of really just being a shotgun build. Forget to add low headshot multiplier. You know what? I've been playing more Cyberpunk and I've noticed that they have definitely kind of neglected light machine gun builds. It's just an afterthought, it seems. So I think it would honestly be really, really cool, of course, for them to support, light machine gun builds, in the game. So yeah, maybe they could do that in the future. That would be really, really cool. Now we have some updated thoughts about Cyberpunk, how the community is enjoying it after update 1.5. And this is such good news to see. One of the most talked about topics today within the community. Check it out right here. This comes from HopDaddy32. He says this was the greatest game I've ever played. Just finished my first playthrough and I'm so heartbroken I'll never experience for the first time again. A girl's dried tears vent incoming. A game, movie, show, book, story has never grabbed me like this before. I cared so much about everyone, myself. It was so real. I felt like it was me. I got so sucked into these games. Fallout, New Vegas, Skyrim, Outer Worlds, Metro Exodus. Yeah, for some reason that one sticks out for me. But anyway, it says, I just feel like I'm there, but this was something else entirely. I felt like I was living it. The Ascent was so horrible, scary. I was so effing scared of what was going to happen to me. I felt so scared, so sick. For over half the game, and every bit of bad news felt like a gut punch. But then those little happy moments just broke through it. I was so terrified of what could happen. I sat in Jackie's spot on the roof for over 15 minutes just thinking about what to do. I play no backsies, completely blind, making choices I would in real life, just like I always have. And God, in a game like this, it was just ripping me apart emotionally. I love how this is written, by the way. You can tell it's genuine. It says, I got the star ending with Judy. Never cried so much over a stupid game. First in Mikaso, I believe it is. I'm completely butchering the name. Sorry about that. And it says, then happy tears into sunset, basically till credits rolled. I could keep going on forever. Best and worst 84 hours and $30 I've ever spent, but I would give so much to experience it for the first time again. Yeah, that's how I have felt about the game, especially recently, considering how great it is running. And I can finally sit back and relax and not worry really about anything related to this game, about it crashing or anything. But that was a really, I feel like that was a great synopsis of how people are feeling right now. And it seems like a lot of you definitely do agree, considering the upvotes as well. Now we have Curran, who says this right here: happy you were able to enjoy it. For me, playing since release, it's a game I keep coming back to. I have around 220 hours in the game and don't plan to stop anytime soon. It's just so good. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm going to be playing it again, even with Elden Ring out. It's so strange. I keep thinking about Cyberpunk. I want to dive into more Cyberpunk lately. But yeah, that's the video for you all. Again, please, by all means, I have to say once more, please check out this war of mine if you really want to support the victims of the war in Ukraine right now. That's a very real situation going on. So please check out the links in the description below. But thank you for all the love and support on the videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Take care.